How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Charlie, and welcome back to the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel for your match review of Watford 0, Leeds United 3. Leeds United stinging the Hornets and taking all 3 points at Vicarage Road in a game that, let's be honest, at times it was very scrappy and hard to watch. But I think once our second goal went in, we fully took control of that match. A vital 3 points that, in my opinion, sees Leeds United all but safe in the Premier League for this season, even though Everton did beat scum, unfortunately. But let's not dwell on that. Let's discuss this amazing win away from home in London as well. 3 goals and a clean sheet. Unbelievable. Just before I go any further, I will just say smash that like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're brand new. Share all of your thoughts and opinions. God, I can barely speak. If you can, check out the channel memberships. It's £1.99 a month, and you'll see all the perks that come along with that. I can barely get my words out there. I'm just so happy and so elated with that 3 points. And the 3 goals and the clean sheet. Just everything about it was amazing. We wore our lilac kit, which gave me awful flashbacks of Newcastle away and Brighton away. But, you know, I feel like first half was very scrappy, I must admit, especially in the midfield areas. Leeds and Watford were both giving the ball away. It was like no team wanted hold at ball. I thought defensively we were okay, and I just want to shout out Liam Cooper overall in this game. You know my thoughts on Cooper. I don't think he's a bad player at all. I just think next season he needs to be maybe naturally phased out of the team if we're going to move forward. But on the flip side of that, if he puts in performances like he did today, it's going to be very hard to actually do that, because it was solid. I didn't think he put a foot wrong. I thought Llorente was same old Llorente. The back four was pretty much as I said it would be, my predicted 11. I didn't think Koch would start in midfield. I thought that was a bizarre change to make. Obviously, it did. I think Forshaw, from what I've seen and what I've heard, maybe picked up a knock. I don't know, because he was with the squad, but he didn't play and he wasn't on the bench. So for me, if that's the case and he did get a knock, I would have started Calvin. But maybe because, you know, he did have 4 months out, maybe he's just trying to naturally phase him in. Now we've got a bit of a break until Crystal Palace. I'm hoping that Calvin does start in the Palace game. But anyway, we started with Cock and Click. And then it was the usual front 4 of Harrison, Rafinha, James and Rodrigo. And as I said there, the midfield area was very chaotic. Defensively, we were fairly sound in Cooper and Stuart Dallas. But on the right-hand side, Llorente and Ayling. Llorente, I thought, started the game okay, first 10-15. But then he played a ball out and he kicked it pretty much out on full with his weaker foot. And I just thought, what are you doing? And then from then on, it was just same old Llorente. Every time he makes a challenge, every time he has hold of the ball, it makes me very, very worried. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't one of his worst performances. I've seen him play worse. I think he calmed down a bit in the second half, especially once our second goal went in. I thought overall he was the same old Llorente. Luke Ayling for me is a very frustrating player at the minute, because there's moments in games where I think, yeah, that is the Luke Ayling that we know and love. The overlapping runs, the one-touch football down that right-hand side, it's great to see when it comes off. But then, if a winger or an attacker in general is running at him one-on-one, he's probably the worst one-on-one defender. It's so woeful. He can't defend one-on-one. He just can't. Whether it's Mo Salah or whether it's Sarr from Watford, or whoever it was on that side. I think it was Cucho Hernandez, but then he went off, and then it was Emmanuel Dennis. They were just beating him all the time. Whenever they had that ball in that area, they were beating Luke Ayling. It's as simple as that. That's an area of his game that he does need to work on for me. But yeah, as I said, overall, the first half from both teams was very scrappy. And it did take a moment of, I'm going to say, good luck. I mean, we played the ball upfield. They clear it. We try and keep it on the floor. We fail to do so, but then Watford try and clear it again. It comes to Rafinha. He just looks up. He gives Ben Foster the eye, and he slots it in, and it's an amazing finish from Rafa. Nearly injured himself in celebration. I was quite worried, actually, when he went down. And yeah, Leeds are 1-0 up, and we had opportunities afterwards to make it 2-0. But again, there's not that clinical centre forward in our team at this moment in time. And we're going at half time at 1-0, and I had kind of deja vu a bit from the Southampton game last week. I remember being at Ellen Road in the concourse at half time with my uncle. And I said to him, I say it to him all the time. Whenever Leeds are in front at half time, I say, if we can come out second half, get an early goal in that half within the first 10-15, it just calms the nerves. But then obviously what happened last week. But that's how I was feeling in this game as well. I thought if Leeds could just come out, assert authority in that midfield, bring Calvin on at half time, just to add that calmness and just solidify that midfield, then Leeds will be fine. He didn't come on straight away at half time, but he did come on, did Phillips, on around the 60th minute for Click, which, I'll be completely honest, this might be an unpopular opinion, I would have brought Cock off at that point. I thought Click was doing okay in that midfield. I thought it was Cock who was giving away possession quite a lot, if I'm honest. But when I saw it was Click coming off, I thought, oh, he's going defensive. He's going too defensive. He's just trying not to lose now. But then Watford did come in to the game, as I knew that they would. They had to, really, in order to try and get something. Sarr missed an unbelievable chance. My heart was in my mouth when that ball got played across him, but he sliced at it and he didn't even get it on target. And from the angle I saw it afterwards on replay, it was miles wide. But I feel like that was their last proper chance that they had. And then the second goal comes. Rodrigo, again, really good build-up play. We brought Sam Greenwood on, who was involved in that second goal. Again, when I saw Greenwood coming on, I thought, oh, why is he not bringing Joffrey on? But then I did remember that Joffrey was touch and go, really, for being fit for this game. So I thought, you know what, fair play. He did well at Wolves, did Greenwood. So I thought, right, let's see what you've got then. And to be fair, he made an impact again. He did. Really, really good display from Sam Greenwood when he come on. He was involved in the second goal, like I said. Rodrigo plays it round Ben Foster. I think if he hadn't have put it in, he could have had a penalty if he'd have gone down, because Foster had hold of his shirt. But yeah, he puts it in and it's 2-0. And at that point, I just had a sigh of relief. Because even though it was like, there was still 15 minutes to play, you could see the body language on the Watford team. They were deflated, and I knew at that point that Leeds were taking all 3 points. And from that point on, it was just comfortable. We were passing it around quite well. Even Llorente looked calm at the back. I thought everyone played really well. Rafinha came off for Somerville, who I thought was good as well in the few minutes that he had on. I think he played the last 10. And then, yeah, Harrison scores a worldie to make it 3-0 as well, with his left foot straight past Ben Foster, and the game's done and dusted at that point. I think Marsh, since he's come in, has had a really, really positive impact on this team. We do look so much better. There's Bielsa-isms in the team, and I fully understand that. The basketball match element, but there is differences in this team that Marsh has implemented, especially with the 2 sitting in front of the back 4. I think that's just key to have that double pivot, because it allows one to sit deeper and one to travel more forward. With Cock and Click in there in the first half, I think Cock sat back and allowed Click to move further forward. When Click went off, I think it was just the job of Cock and Phillips just to hold that midfield, just stop it being so frantic. And I think they both more than did that. Absolutely unbelievable win. As I said at the beginning, Everton did beat Scum earlier on. Scum were playing like they'd already won league or something. They were piss poor, and sorry for swearing, but I have to say they were poor, very, very poor. But Everton weren't great either. It was a deflected goal, but anyway, Everton won. So that means that we are 9 points off of the bottom three at this minute in time. Burnley are playing Norwich tomorrow, which is a huge game for us. I think it's fairly obvious to say that we would favour either a Norwich win or a draw. I think a draw would be perfect. We'd still be 8 points clear. Should we really be focusing on Everton's games now? Maybe not. I think Everton's home form, I think it showed today. Like, you could hear the crowd at their place when I watched it. They were right behind them, and for the whole game, especially once the Anthony Gordon's goal went in. So could their home form keep them up? Only time will tell, but it wouldn't surprise me now if the bottom three just stayed as it is. For me, when I say I'm not looking at Everton, I am and I are. I'm just more focused on that gap. Even if we finish 17th, as long as that gap is, as big as what it can be, then I'm more than happy with that. But that was an amazing win. 3 goals, a clean sheet. At 2-0, I was thinking, can my prediction come right? I did say 2-0 and Rafinha and Rodrigo to score. But by all means, I welcome that 3rd goal. It really just made me sit back in my chair and just think, nice easy 3 points away from home. Amazing win. I'm waffling now, guys, so I'm just going to end it there. But enjoy the rest of your weekend. At least everyone's weekend can be good now. Smash that like button if you're as happy as I am. Subscribe if you're brand new. Share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and check out the memberships available on Chatting Leeds. It's £1.99 a month. You'll see all of the perks that come along with that, so please do that if you can. And I'll see you in my next upload, people. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.